Praise the Lord. Honor for those who have held office of authority is not only a human virtue, but also reverence for God from whom all authority comes. God had chosen David as the king of Israel. Even though Saul had been tormenting him, David proved his nobility as he said in 1 Samuel 24:6. The Lord forbid that I should raise my hand against the Lord's anointed. David, though anointed by the prophet Samuel to be the future king of Israel, refused to harm Saul, who was still the reigning king and God's anointed. Despite Saul's relentless pursuit to kill David out of jealousy and fear, David had multiple opportunities to kill Saul, but he chose not to. Instead, he spared Saul's life because he trusted in God's timing and justice. Saul, though flawed and disobedient to God, was still the king chosen by God. David recognized that Saul's authority was divinely appointed, and he refused to take matters into his own hands by harming him. David had deep reverence for God's sovereignty, and he understood that it was not his place to usurp God's plan or timing. The world's tendency may be to seek revenge or take shortcuts to achieve personal goals. But David refused to harm Saul because he believed that God would ultimately judge and deal with Saul according to his will. David trusted that God would establish him as king in his own time and in his own way. David's example challenges believers to respect God-given authority, even when leaders are flawed or unjust. It reminds us to trust in God's sovereignty and timing rather than resorting to rebellion or violence. It also calls us to examine our own hearts and actions, ensuring that we do not act out of selfish ambition or disregard for God's will. God bless you.